Hey singers, do you or somebody you know, or do you have a student that is struggling to understand solfege in relation to the key that you're singing in? This is called movable DO. Let me show you here an image of the circle of fifths. The circle of fifths is simply a graphic representation of the different keys. If you go around the circle in a clockwise motion, you're going to see it's adding sharps as you go around. If you go in a counterclockwise motion, it is adding flats. All right, when you sing movable do, do is the key that you're singing in. So if there's no sharps or flats, do is always C. If there is one sharp, do is always G. Now, I have created a tool that I want to share with all of you for free. And if you'll stick with me for just a minute, I'll show you the link where you can download this. This is a chart that you can print. You can put on the wall of your classroom. You can put it on your piano, whatever you need to do to practice different scales. If you look here down the left-hand column, okay, it is following the circle of fifths. So one sharp or 0 sharps or flats, 1, 2, 3 sharps, 4 sharps, for etc., etc. And then here is 1 flat, 2 flats, 3 flats, 4 flats. Okay? In some curricula, there is the belief that teaching with colors will help students. And so I've incorporated that here too. Do is red, re, orange, mi, yellow, fa, green, for example. So if you look here, do, okay, in the key of C, re, mi, fa, they're all on white keys. Okay, so when you play a scale starting on C, okay, they're all white keys. So do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Right, let's go ahead and jump to the second line. Okay, G major. Okay, do is over here now. So we're going to go up a little bit higher, or you could go down lower. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. All right, now notice T is on a black key. That's the only one that's on a black key. That's your 1 sharp. And it's a half step from T to do. Whoops, excuse me. Here we are. Ti, do, and mi, fa. Okay, those half steps stay consistent no matter what key you're in. It just shifts to a different spot in the keyboard. Let's look at the key of D. Okay, so here's a D coming down. So if we play that, do, re, mi. Notice mi. Whoops, my left hand's shaky. Okay, mi is on a black key. Mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. All right. Now let's look at one more. Look at the key of F sharp or G flat. Okay, those are enharmonic equivalents, and it can get a little bit complicated, but we're just going to keep it simple and say most of these are on the black key here. So right here, let's find do in G flat. Okay. Do, re, mi, fa. Fa is on a white key. Fa, sol, la, ti, do. Okay, is that helpful? I hope so. Now let me show you something else that's really interesting. If you wanted to sing in a minor key, okay, we're going to call this law-based minor because law will be the minor. So if we're in the key of G and you look here at law, it's on an E. Okay, so la, 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 ti, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la. All right? So any key. Now let's say we went down to E flat. Okay? So C starts on la. La, ti, do. Notice that E flat there. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la. All right, so how many flats do we have? If we have 3 flats, C minor, okay, E flat major has 1, 2, 3 flats in each octave. Now remember, I have more than one octave on this, okay, so we can really see the patterns. Let's say you wanted to sing in a different mode, like the Dorian mode. Dorian goes from re to re. So you don't have to learn all the sharps and flats in relation to re. All you have to do, or the Dorian mode, all you have to do is find which key you're in by the key signature, okay? So, for example, let's go to C again, okay? Do, no sharps or flats, but the Dorian mode starts on re, which is D, okay? D right there. Re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, re. All right? So notice I just was on the white keys all the way up. Okay? And you can do each mode like that in any key as long as you know what solfege that mode starts on. Okay? The Lydian mode starts on fa. So you would go fa, green fa to green fa. All right? There's also some really interesting other things. If you are already understanding what I'm giving you, there are other things that are really interesting. Like look down the black key. Okay? We have Ti, Mi, La, Re, So, Do, Fa. Okay? Here on the C sharp or D flat key. Now what's interesting is if you were to look at a note and need to understand what note that falled on in any of those keys from here to here, you could find that common pitch really quick. So, all right, this is T in the key of D major. But if I want to switch to a different key, for example, how about A flat major? Oh, that's Fa. Okay? I don't really know how useful this is, but as I've been looking at this, it's been really interesting to see the different ways this chart can be used. I hope that this chart is useful to you. If you would like a free copy of this, please click the link in the description below or click the tag right above. Please take care and happy singing.